100 budget fragrances in one mega video. Let's do this. Got you with that intro, right? Hello people, my name is Nixon and you are watching Smelly Cat. Okay, we got a lot to do and very little time to do it in. So here are 100 almost randomly picked budget scents from my collection. Some are Middle Eastern, some are designer scents, but all of them smell amazing on a budget. Also, I believe quite a few of them are hidden gems that no one's really talking about. So let's see how many of them you have. Let's turn this into a little game. There are 100 fragrances. So I want you to comment in the comment section below and tell me how much did you get out of 100. I get 100 out of 100 obviously because I have all of them. But I want you to comment saying you've got 32 out of 100 and let's see how many marks you get. Alright, no time to waste, so let's go. ANFAR Saffron Oud starts off with a strong natural saffron smell, unlike any other saffron you've tried. Turns more woody later. Apparently an original creation, although it reminds me of something from my collection. ANFAR Italian Bergamot. Beast mode Creed Aventis. I know, we have a gazillion of those, but if you're looking for performance, you'll find it right here. Armaf Superman. I bet you haven't seen this one before. This smells like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce and Mont Blanc Legend. Not bad. Armaf Batman. Yes, you heard me right. This one's a take on Dear Sauvage. Decent if you get it for under $20. Armaf Bruce Wayne. Another one made exclusively for DC Comics. This one smells like Paco Rabanne's Invictus. FARIS from the ARABIYAT collection of My Perfumes. My Perfumes claims that this is one of the fastest selling items in the UAE, and I have no reason to doubt them. Like most fragrances from the ARABIYAT line, there is just no controlling the potency. 1 or 2 sprays do it. Floral start with a cashmere wood and vanilla dry down. Oud from the KHALTAT My collection of My Perfumes. A good designer style oud. Think of a lighter version of Black Afghano and Gucci Intense Oud. Comes in pretty packaging. Smoked Patchouli from the KHALTAT My collection of My Perfumes. Should have called it smoked pepper instead because there's so much pepper in it. If you like spicy, you'll like this. TRUSSARDI Riflesso Streets of Milano edition. Lighter, fresher, fruitier La Nuit de l'Homme alternative that can be worn in all weathers. And not just for winters. Don't be confused by the bottle. This is just a limited edition. The scent in this and the frosted glass bottle are the same. Luxador Oud Al Amazon. Smells exactly like Cedrat Boise, lasts as long as Cedrat Boise, costs a little less than Cedrat Boise. DHAMMA Smoky Vanilla. A potent Tom Ford tobacco vanilla alternative and definitely the most value for money one. DHAMMA MUKHALLAT Oud. An easy to wear MUKHALLAT, woody with the right amount of freshness. KHADLA Oud pour SHAIKH. A Middle Eastern dry fruits and spice scent that seems like a fruitier take on Kilian's Dark Lord and Gucci Guilty Absolute. Absolute beast. KHADLA Oud pour Noble. Like Baccarat Rouge, but less sweet and sticky, more fresh, watery and floral. Absolute beast this one. KHADLA Oud pour KLASSIK. Think of Xerjoff Accento, but with a tiny Middle Eastern twist. Ignore the spelling, enjoy the scent all day long. QASAMAT EBHAR by Rasasi. A smooth, silky vanilla and caramel. No one's going to tell you this, so I am. This smells like La Danza delle Libellule by Noble 1942. Man, this is delicious. QASAMAT BAREEQ by Rasasi. A beautiful take on Baccarat Rouge and one of my favorite alternatives. Afnan Tribute Blue. Don't let the name fool you. This one's a woody, vetiver heavy gem. Reminds me a bit of Nasamuto Duro. Classy one. Afnan's Rare Carbon. The best ombre leather alternative. Enough said. Afnan's Arabian Gems for Men. Bright and chirpy fig scent for spring and summer. sweet and fresh at the same time. Afnan Supremacy Gold. The supremacy that no one really talks about. I've seen people on Fragrantica compare it to oud wood. It is nothing like oud wood. This is a smooth, soft and powdery scent. Afnan Era Black Edition. Amazing orange, pepper, incense and oud scent. Notes for this online are all wrong. Trust my nose on this one. It is in the same space as Joe Malone's Oud Bergamot, Gucci Guilty Absolute, but with added freshness, making it amazing for all weathers. KHADLA Shiaka. Sneaking in another KHADLA, this one's an alternative of Amouage Reflection Man, and there's a bit of Jean-Paul Gaultier La Mer in there too. Paradox Azure by Fragrance World. Sweet and spicy and a little mysterious and a fair bit complex. This one resembles Taif Al Emarat T10. I don't think it's an exact match, but a great attempt anyways. Plus, look at that presentation. Paradox Rossa by Fragrance World. Another from the Paradox series. This one is their own creation. Soft, smooth rose and musk scent. Oud Kalakas Blue Sky. A take on Dylan Blue, but I do get quite a bit of Dior Sauvage in there too. Ardell Zafran Desert Sultan Sapphire. Fresh and fruity, does have a recognizable freshy DNA, but also has some Arabian twist, which makes it interesting. Ardell Zafran Jazab Silver. A take on Acqua di Gio Profumo. Nothing spectacular, but a fantastic attempt at this price point. I bought it for less than $8. Ardell Zafran Dar Al-Hay. Well, it is an Invictus Aqua alternative, one of 525 available in the market and one of the cheapest you can buy. Ardell Zafran Midnight Oud. Great Amouage interlude alternative that performs spectacularly. I do prefer Killer Oud over this one, but that's a personal preference. Ardell Zafran Sayyad Al-Qulub. Nice blue watery fragrance on the lines of Mont Blanc Legend and Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Definite compliment getter. Puccini by Puccini Paris. Speaking about Abercrombie & Fitch, the first day I wore this to office, I was asked why it smells like the inside of an Abercrombie & Fitch store around me. Thanks, Patrick. Louis Cardin Sacred. Chocolate, caramel, vanilla. What's not to like? Swiss Arabian Kenzie. Think scents like Herbapura, Kirki, but with a bit of Swiss Arabian twist. The wife loves it. Swiss Arabian Raki. Swiss Arabian's Azzaro Wanted. A bit of Arabian touch at this one as well. Swiss Arabian Shauk. A lot of people compare this to a Ventis. It is a smoky pineapple scent, but I find it closer to Paco Rabanne's Black Excess. A lot of fun to wear. Rasasi Wow from the Satur line. Absolutely the best from the Satur line and one of my favorite Rasasis. Smells classy in the air compared to when you sniff it up close. Must have. Rasasi Darij. Do I even need to say anything about this one? Rasasi Shuhra. One word, monster. Rasasi's Fatan. Let's not discuss this. If you like Vetiver, if you like Terry d'Hermes, just buy it already. Rasasi's Hatim. Wish it lasted longer. Arabian Versace pour home is not a wrong thing to call it. Ferrari's Noble Fig. Wonderful, green, fresh, earthy scent with a dash of fruitiness from the fig. Similar to Armani Figured Eden. Ferrari's Radiant Bergamot. Made in classic Italian cologne style, a lot like Acqua di Parma or Colonia, with a bit of Lalabo Bergamot 22 thrown into the mix. Ferrari's Bright Neroli. A must-have for summers. If you like Neroli Portofino but can't afford it, this should do. Ferrari Light Essence. Clean and uncomplicated, zesty citrus scent that's great for casual wear for a short period of time. Armaf Niche Oud. The best from Armaf's niche line. For some reason I detect no oud. Smells so much more expensive than it actually is. Ajmal Kafia Year of Zayed.
I've stayed a couple of nights at Burj Al Arab. Trust me, this smells like the inside of Burj Al Arab.
Ajmal Kafia 02.
Great coffee and spice scent, opens up with a bit of citrus and spice, but the citrus disappears and makes way for the coffee and spice. Perfect for cooler evenings.
Ajmal Kafia 04.
Raw and untamed fruit, leather and oud combo might remind you a bit of Tuscan leather in the dry down, has that signature Ajmal oud that you either love or hate.
Armaf just for you.
Great value for money alternative to Givenchy's Gentleman Only, performs well too.
Armaf Craze.
A take on Parfum de Marly's Pegasus, although not my favorite alternative for the scent. My favorite one is
Ajmal Evoke Silver Edition.
better than Craze in terms of quality, but a little more expensive. Totally worth it though.
Ajmal Evoke Gold Edition.
This is the best alternative to Prada La Homme at this price. The performance is fantastic too, much more than I had initially expected.
Ajmal's Mystic Verve.
Nice, woody, freshy, has some Acqua di Gio Essenza vibe to it. Not entirely, but in the same space for sure.
Ajmal Zeal.
Although Kuro from Ajmal is better, this does quite a good job at the price.
Nabil 24 Karat Gold.
A floral, fruity, musky scent, nice and clean. Nothing too complicated, but smells good. Unbelievable value for money.
Nabil Dehn Al Oud Amiri.
A decent Amouage interlude clone, cheaper even than Paris Connor's Killer Oud.
Nabil Antar.
Middle Eastern Parkour Ban Invictus. I feel like there's a bit of Tuscan leather in there, like quite a few Nabil scents.
Mercedes-Benz Intense.
Smells like a cleaner, less leather, less gasoline, less aggressive Dio Fahrenheit.
Mercedes-Benz Silver.
Likeable citrus and vetiver, safe blind buy unless you have a problem with the rhubarb note.
Mercedes-Benz Cologne.
Just the best summer scent ever. Every man should have this in his collection. I like it much more than Dior Homme Cologne.
24 Ice Cold.
Sparkly hot weather scent that sticks around all day. Love it.
Benetton Dream Big.
A light, powdery Valentino Uomo and Dior Homme kind of scent. Great value.
Rayon Insurrection Wild.
Lovely take on Amen Pure Havan. Delicious tobacco, honey and vanilla.
Rayon Aqua de Paris's Wild Oud.
Smells like Arabian Oud Kalimat and Lattafa Ragba. Somewhere in between the two in terms of quality.
Rayon's Wild El Satis.
Don't believe anyone has spoken about this anywhere. Quite a delicious take on tobacco vanilla.
Lattafa's Najdia Tribute.
Feels so unique. Not a flanker of Lattafa Najdia and nothing like any of the Invictus flankers either, just in case you're wondering.
Lattafa Amir Al Oud Intense Oud.
Probably the most refined Lattafa you can buy. You will find similarities to By the Fireplace.
Lattafa Rawat Al Oud.
You can call this a modern day MUKHALLAT. Reminds me of a less skanky version of one of the Ajmal MUKHALLATs.
The La Nuit de l'Homme clone from Al Bayt Al Dimashqi.
I've tried a couple of La Nuit de l'Homme alternatives, but I found my favorite in this one. +1 for that beautiful bottle.
The Issey Miyake Noir Ambre clone from Al Bayt Al Dimashqi.
Beautiful dark amber powerhouse like the original.
My Perfumes Oud Al Lail.
BEAST Beast. Not for the faint of heart. I don't want you complaining in the comments saying it is too strong.
Paris Corner Killer Oud Nights of Arabia.
My favorite from the Killer Oud series and the one that seems of much better quality. This is a clone of Byredo Black Saffron.
Paris Corner Killer Oud Midnight Ecstasy.
Seems to be a mix of Valentino Donna Noir Absolute and Valentino Uomo Noir Absolute. It's smooth, spicy, soft, sandalwoody.
Paris Corner's Intense Oud.
Heavy bottle, heavy scent, smells like Gucci, intense oud. I heard the new ones aren't that long lasting. I got this when it first launched and it's pretty strong.
Privesara Oud Desert.
A take on Dolce & Gabbana's Velvet Desert Oud performs pretty well.
Privesara Blend Afghano.
If you're planning to buy Project Black, I'd ask you to put a few bucks in and go for this one instead. It's much better.
Ahmed Al Maghribi Oud Lavender.
Don't let the bottle fool you. Though the bottle is inspired by Bond Number 9, the scent is actually a high quality, heavy performing alternative of Xerjoff Accento.
Ahmed Al Maghribi Oud and Roses.
One of the best oud and roses combo you can buy. More rose than oud, and it feels like a mixture of different roses. And the quality is just phenomenal. Smells 20 times more than what it costs.
Ahmed Al Maghribi Muzn.
One of my newest purchases that I just know I'm gonna wear a lot in the summer. It's fruity, it's fresh, a Middle Eastern summer scent. Very unique.
Luxador Loyal Ager.
Hands down the best take on Parfum de Mali's Leighton at this price point. Less sweet, less fruity, but this thing lasts and lasts and lasts and...
Luxador Smoke.
My go-to black Afghano during winters, and out of all the alternatives I've mentioned before, the best in quality by far.
Banana Republic's Vintage Green.
Very refreshing, clean and green spring and summer scent.
Bentley for Men Intense.
All you've heard about it is true. Completely worth the hype. Get it for the winters.
Bentley for Men Absolute.
If you're picking Bentley for Men Intense, add Absolute to that cart too. I like it even more than Intense, and it smells even classier.
Bentley for Men Black Edition.
Great for office wear, easy blind buy. Should have called it Blue Edition though.
Al Haramain SHAIKH.
A Middle Eastern Draca Noir. If you love fresh citrus and rosemary scents, you'll like it.
Frank Olivier Eau de Passion.
Nice, gentlemanly barbershop scent that resembles Platinum Egoist.
Frank Olivier Sun Java.
Another great value for money scent from Frank Olivier. Freshness from that mint and citrus and a bit of sweetness from watermelon, made for the summer.
Frank Olivier's Frank Blue.
Citrus, pepper, oak moss and leather are prominent in this one, kinda like Bulgari's Aqua, not exactly but in the same space.
Frank Olivier's Frank Green.
10 on 10 for value, a bit of Invictus Aqua and Invictus Intense with added amber.
Nautica Voyage.
Not really a surprise, but how can you make a list of 100 budget fragrances and not have Nautica Voyage in it? Sacrilege.
Nikos Sculpture Poro.
Casual, easy to wear summer scent, great to wear at home, to the gym, or when you have errands to run.
Nikos Sculpture Blue Breeze.
There's something icy cold about it. Not wow, but people seem to like the smell of it.
Koloff Paris Ultimate Man.
A different take on Dior Sauvage, not straightforward, has a nice vanilla cashmere dry down.
AB's Black Seduction.
Got a massive 200 ml of this for less than $30. I like it for about an hour and then it disappears on me. But for that 1 hour, I smell great. The blackberry in this reminds me of the blackberry in Aventis. The scent itself doesn't.
Salvatore Ferragamo's Aqua Essenzial.
Gets me so many compliments from women especially because of that minty bubblegum feel. Has a bit of Blue de Chanel in there somewhere, but in no way is it a clone.
Salvatore Ferragamo's Aqua Essenzial Blue.
Got that Dylan Blue vibe. It is an Alberto Morilla's creation after all, and if anyone knows blue fragrances, it's that man.
Salvatore Ferragamo's Aqua Essenzial Colonia.
An Acqua di Parma Colonia alternative that performs way better than the original one on me.
Salvatore Ferragamo's F.
The last one on the list. Now, while everyone talks about F black, people forget F. A nice powdery lavender has a clean, semi-formal feel to it.
We made it to the end. 100 budget fragrances in one mega video. I'm going to check your score, so I want you to comment in the comment section below telling me how much or how many of these you have out of the 100. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'm going to say it again. Please hit that bell icon, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, keep smelling amazing.